video about my job. I work at Hooters. Alright, so I just got off of work or whatever. I wanted to make this video my first video because I feel like a lot more girls are getting interested in being a Hooters girl, and I just want to make a video to inform y'all and let y'all know more about the job and becoming a Hooters girl and like all the things that you need to know. So first I'm just gonna start off with I would say the hiring process. So what happened for me was one day I went to go eat at Hooters, and I really wasn't planning on like going to get a job this day, but I had been looking up to like work at Hooters, and that day I just kind of like got the courage to ask one of the managers while I was there, like, were they hiring? And lucky for me that my location was hiring, so I end up exchanging numbers with the manager who I had talked to that night. He had pulled my application the same night, called me the same night, and told me that I had an interview the next day. I had an interview with a woman manager, and she basically asked me like a couple of questions, and then she hired me. So upon being hired, she told me that I would have to come in the next day to try on the uniform and to also take a picture. So I came in the next day like around 5 o'clock or so, and I tried on the orange uniform, which is the uniform that I'm wearing now. Alright, so yeah, so I tried on the uniform or whatever, and then I had to take a picture. So she sent the picture to a corporate guy or person now, and of course they had to approve if they wanted me to be a Hooters girl or not. So I end up getting approved the same day, like within the time that I was there, and they basically told me that I was hired officially. So I would say I did my paperwork within like 2 days after that, and then I started like my training probably like 2 weeks after that, because before you do training you have to take like a course for alcohol serving, and you also have to go get a liquor license. Even if you're 21 and above, you still have to go get a liquor license, just because you're working for a company who sells alcohol. So you have to do all that, and then you can officially like start training. Training is for 5 days. In the 5 days you cannot collect tips, but if your trainer decides they want to give you or slide you a couple of dollars, they can. One of my trainers, well, really both of my trainers, slid me a few dollars, because after all, you are helping them out in a way. Because when people come to Hooters, especially guys, they like to see new faces. So definitely when your trainer is training you, like, it kind of helps them increase their tips, because they're like introducing you to maybe regulars or whatever, and their regulars are interested in whoever the new girls are, basically. So sometimes if your trainer likes you, they'll slide you some money. So also about training. So training, you do training for 5 days, which is like what I said before. Your first 2 days is computer work, and there is a ton of computer work. Not a ton, but it's a lot of computer work, but it's not too much that you can't handle. And a lot of like the girls in the team members and the managers will help you out if you need help. Also, like, the menu is very helpful too. Like, they're just not gonna like let you struggle while you do the computer work. So 2 days of computer work, then the third day you should be on the floor. You're basically going to be following one of the vet girls around, and we call them vet girls because they've been there longer So we just call them vet girls, like vet Hooter girls or whatever. Um, you follow them around, you know, the whole shift, and you just basically see what they do. And then the fourth day, you're kind of doing it yourself, but they're, you know, still assisting you. And then the fifth day, you're doing everything yourself, and they're following you around to make sure, like, you know what you're doing. And then your sixth day, which is really like another training day, basically you're only getting like 2 tables or 4 tables on the shift, and you'll just be working those 4 tables like the whole entire shift. I would say that it's pretty simple, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is make sure that you listen to your vet girl, like your vet Hooter girl, because obviously she knows a lot more. She's been there longer, and she just knows the rope of Hooters, you know. So it's definitely important that you listen, even if you had a servant job before. It's just important that you listen to whoever your trainer is, you know. Um, what else? Okay, so with uniforms, I showed y'all the orange one. So with the orange uniform, you get a white shirt like the one that I showed you. You get orange shorts, and then you have a brown pouch, which looks like this. This is what you wear with the orange. All right. So for the black uniforms, you get black shorts, which look like this. And they just look like this on the back. And then you will get a orange and black shirt, which is what you wear on Fridays. And then you get a black and camo shirt, which is what you wear on Tuesdays. And then of course you get a black pouch. So basically you get 2 uniforms. Tuesdays and Fridays, that's when you wear black, and on Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays you wear orange and white. Those are our basic uniforms. If we have like special occasions like breast cancer, we have a pink and white uniform, but only certain locations do that. And you get to wear like pink shoelaces and stuff like that. Only for like special occasions we do certain stuff. Halloween you get to dress up, but you know, that's just, you know, when you start working at Hooters, you'll know about all the special occasion type stuff that we do. Let's see, another thing that I can tell y'all about. Oh, the upkeep. So in your contract for Hooters, you are required to wear 5 things of makeup on your face. They included blush to the contract, but I don't wear blush. I personally don't wear blush, but some people do. I mean, it's just a preference. I still wear 5 things on my face, even if it's not blush. So yeah. Let's see what else. You also, your hair can't be up. It has to be down at all times. Like, you can't wear braids, you can't have dreads, you can't have any braids like in your straight hair. You have to have your hair down at all times. You can't have any exotic colors like really bright red or green or blue or pink or nothing like that. You have to have like natural hair colors. You can have blonde, you can have platinum blonde, but you cannot like have any like off the wall colors, so they say. Also, like piercings and tattoos. Piercings and tattoos are a no. I have a nose ring. I have a small stud in my nose, but only like certain locations and certain managers trip about it. I personally had to take my first one out, but I end up getting it re-pierced because my location really doesn't, you know, go really strict on the piercings. But for the tattoos, they go really strict on the tattoos. You have to like cover up your tattoos. Um, I kind of don't cover mine on my thigh because the makeup just looks really nasty on my leggings. So sometimes like girls put paper bags or like napkins right there to cover their tattoos up, but it's a must that you cover up your tattoos. And if you have like tattoos on your back, I'm pretty sure like your hair will cover it if it's long enough. Also, when you wear your uniform, that's another thing I meant to touch up on. Like, you must wear, like, with these shirts, you should wear like flesh tone bras and not black bras because you can see through them. um if you wear like one thing that I do also want to talk about is nails. You can have nails. They can be within a certain color range, like you can do all nude or natural colors. um but your nails, you don't have to get them like acrylic style. You can get them just manicured, but a lot of girls get them acrylics. But you know, just make sure that your nails are nice and clean and manicured, because they do look at stuff like that. And we do a thing before we start every shift, and it's called jump start, and that's where they check like your full appearance before you get out on the floor. um so they check nails, they check your shoes, make sure your shoes aren't dirty. And you also have to wear white shoes, so if your shoes are dirty, you have to clean them. And make sure that they're white. And if your shoes look really really old, you have to buy new ones. Also, if you get like stains on your shirts, you have to buy new ones. They're $4 a piece. If you get a stain or something on your shorts, you have to buy new ones. They're $4 a piece. If you have runs in your tights, you have to buy new ones. They're $5 a piece. um and if you lose a name tag, you have to get a new one. You know, if you lose a pouch or need a pouch, you have to buy a new one, and those are $3 a piece. So everything like accumulates. I have a lot of uniforms. Not saying that I lose them, but you know, I just kind of like rack up on uniforms in case I do. You know, I didn't want to be wearing like the same uniform like every day because I work pretty much every day, but I didn't want to wear the same uniform like every single day. So I just racked up on some uniforms. Also, you get uniform vouchers. You know, for if you start working there long enough, you'll get a uniform voucher, which is like a free shirt, free shorts, you know, stuff like that. You get like free socks or like a pair of shoes, something, you know, something of the sort. But you have to be working there for probably like 3 months or a little bit longer than that to get a uniform voucher. They send them out pretty frequently, so you'll probably rack up on uniform vouchers after a while. Another thing that I can touch on, it's a pretty simple job. It's pretty laid back. I love it. You get to take home money each and every day. um I know I keep saying a lot. Let me stop. But yeah, you take home a, you know, you take home money every day. um I just said I'm gonna stop saying and I still said it. But yeah, you take home money every day. um if I say one more time, I'm going to scream. Okay. So you take home money every day, and you know, you do like, basically you are your own cashier the whole night. I'm pretty sure if you had a serving job before, you kind of know what it's like, but if you haven't, you're your own cashier, which means you carry your bank or cash the whole night. Like whatever money the customers give you, you hold that. Whatever receipt slips the customers give you, you hold that. So if you lose anything, it's really on you, because at the end of the day, you're responsible for your cash flow and for your receipt slips. So make sure you keep up with that. Make sure you always have pens, because it's important, like, to always have pens. Um but yeah, for the most part, it's a pretty cool place, a pretty chill place to work. I like it, and I just want to say and let y'all know about my job, because I think a lot of people are getting more interested in working there. And I think Hooters is becoming more diverse, which I do think they should change up like their uniforms and their rules a little bit, but you know, it's cool. We can make it shake or whatever. But thank you guys for watching this video. My name is Brandy again, and I will definitely be making more videos to come. I just wanted to start out with this video because, you know, I thought a lot of people would be interested in watching this one. So let me know what other videos y'all are interested in watching, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe and comment. Bye.